I'm going to read an example that we did for our sponsor for this episode, 1907 Roofing, but this is for a salesperson. And just going to read some examples of the expectations they set that they would put on a job post with their job description. And this isn't the full job description. There's much more detailed, but this is just a portion of that job description for expectations. We're available to the team, subcontractors, suppliers, and clients from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. We are responsive via calls, text messages, and emails. We never delay communication, even if there is bad news. We are active and involved on Slack. We share our wins, ask questions, offer support, and join team conversations daily. We wear 1907 Roofing apparel. We have our hair fixed or wear a hat and make sure that our clothes are clean each workday. We close at least $30,000 a month in sales. We are always striving to exceed our own personal sales goals. We are problem solvers and solution finders. We don't make excuses or complain, but we find a way to get the job done the best way possible. We are avid prospectors who are eager to help. We are always ready to knock doors, make cold calls, and ask for referrals. We're continually adding high-value contacts to our CRM. We are committed to be the first call for insurance agents, realtors, and inspectors before and after storms. We are engaged and focused during meetings with the team, with clients, and with contacts. We avoid negative talk and address concerns or criticisms in private conversations with our managers. We are diligent about our records. We are thorough with company checklists and Buildertrend, their company software. All of our work is accurate and double-checked. Customers know us as the over-communicators. We follow up multiple times a week with existing customers to maintain strong relationships, to be certain there are no misled assumptions. We are respectful of others' time. Whether it's an internal meeting or a client install, we show up when we say we would. We have open lines of communication with our managers. We are not afraid to share mistakes or offer constructive criticism. The field is our office. We're ready to be on the road and never shy away from new business opportunities. We're always learning. We continuously seek ways to improve our sales process and challenge ourselves professionally. So yes, those are expectations. They're not super formal, but they're written in a way that if I read that, I get a sense of what I'm going to be doing each day. And I think that's where a lot of value, where you intertwine your values and you make it feel real in the job description, that's going to help on that hiring front a lot.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought that up, because I was going to, a job description with bullet pointed duties is not an ad for Indeed.
No.
Right? I have an article on my website at anil.com, neobc.com, and the title is Hiring During COVID, because that's when I wrote it.
Yeah.
But it's for all time, and it's about that. Now, what you just read was excellent. It listed duties, but it set you apart. It made it sound as we, personalities, gently spoken, not electrician must have his own tools. Electrician must bill $30,000 a month. The electrician is expected to, and that's, so that was a caution I was going to bring up, and you just did it beautifully. When you're advertising when you've got an ad out looking for employees, go read my article, listen to what Khalil just said. You have to be different, because things have changed a little bit, but for the last 3 or 4 years, they were interviewing you. You weren't interviewing them.
Yeah.
Right? They can go work. Matter of fact, still true of people like electricians. You can fire a guy for being drunk on the job at 5 o'clock, and he can be at work at 8 the next morning for somebody else if his hangover allows it.
Yeah.
I mean, so it has to be something different. And that was a great job of that. And also go read that article, because it really is 2 examples, actual examples. One from somebody looking for a journeyman electrician, and another one from a former client of mine. And if you just read the 2, which one would you click on? Nobody even needs to think about which one they'd click on. And it's not the dry bones one.
Yeah.
Salary range this to this, must have, is expected.
And I think that's part of the problem with a lot of hiring these days, is people are continuously thinking that, man, there's not good people out there anymore. Nobody wants to work, all this stuff.
There aren't.
Oh, there's not.
There aren't.
You can't find them, Martin.
No.
Now, there are.
They're not.
And we've talked about that several times.
Nobody wants to work.
We've talked about that several times on the podcast, but the reality is there definitely are people out there that want to work. But there are a majority of those people that do want to work, they also want to work in a environment that's meaningful and challenging and,
Right.
highlight to our episode, and organized. They don't want to go in where they're just told exactly what to do and then left alone, and they don't really have a lot of structure. They don't really have any challenges in front of them. They don't feel like there's any meaning in what they do. And so not only are you going to set yourself apart as a hire, especially as a contractor, when you do have a really clear job description and show that you're organized, but when you start to add the values and the vision of your business and your mission into the job descriptions that you post, and that you give to people that you're promoting within the company and all that stuff, it really does set you apart because it gives meaning to what the position is. And it gives people a vision for what they can do in that role, and how, by reading those expectations, it's not even the full job description, but just the expectations, I get a sense of what every day at work is going to be like and who I'm going to be. And I can see that, wow, this would be good for my career. I'm going to feel professional. I'm going to feel like I'm working towards something that matters, rather than just like a set of rules that I've got to follow in order to get a paycheck.